the bike, where I'm standing on one side of the bike. I'm holding on to the left handlebar of the bike with my left hand. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy TreadRipperz here, back with another video. So today we're gonna go ahead and put the side skirts on the Challenger behind me. Also, there's an annoying person behind me.
Hey, it's built in time, built in style.
Jesus. Cut. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy TreadRipperz here, back with another video. So behind me we have the Challenger on some little some ramps. Of course, the diffuser is on, the louvers are on. The last piece of the puzzle are these right here, the side skirts for this build. Well, I say this build for right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get all the riv nuts put underneath it on both sides. Get this thing tidied up a little bit, put them on there, show y'all through the way, step-by-step process on how we are going to do it, and mistakes, failures, and success that we have from this video. From the installation, not from the video. The video is its own little thing. But anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get started to this, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so underneath the car right here, side of the car, we're gonna go up underneath here. You're gonna have to take off that bolt, and should be, I don't think there's anything else, but you're pretty much just gonna take this little black piece off here just to be able to expose this little inner weld rail right here, pinch weld. And if you come around here to the back, that right there and this one right over here have to come out, so this whole little bottom panel thing will drop down. And then there's one more on the front, but we're gonna go ahead and take this back one off first before we move to the front. So let's get on it. That's tightening. All right, guys, so we're also gonna have to take, there's a bolt up in this little rubber thing right here that also holds this little plastic piece on, as you can tell. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out too. There we go. So now our pinch weld all the way back here is exposed. We don't have to take out over here in front of the wheel or in the wheel well, so that makes our install a little bit easier, because we're just going to drop this out of our way for now, and then when we get ready to, or when we put the side skirt on, this will just raise back up. The side skirt already has little slots cut out in it, and that'll be perfect, so that'll sit right where it needs to sit. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the front. All right, guys, so before we move on to the front, this bolt was an 11, that was a 10, and then this one for this piece right here is going to be a 13 millimeter. That's what worked the best for me, and that's what took it all off. So just letting you know. But all right, guys, so we're gonna move to the front. All right, guys, so here on the front, it looks like all we have to take off is this plastic clip right here. So we're gonna try to start working that out. I don't have the exactly right pry tool, but we're gonna try to keep it going. Boom. Just like that, that's out. All right, so right here, we have a plastic clip, and we had one right here as well. Just pop that out, so this part's free now. And so now we're gonna pop this one out right here, and pop that one out. Hopefully get going on this install here. All right, boom. This one is now out. Our thing can be pushed and bent out of the way to where we can just slide the side skirt in, and that will be gravy. All right, guys, so how we ended up securing this to the car, or how we're going to, is we have a nice little L bracket right here with a nut and a bolt and a washer. So the washer is going to help it not pull through, because if you come over here, if you heard the last video, we had some technical difficulties because we tried to put some riv nuts in here and they just pulled right out from it, because this stuff's not very thick and the riv nut couldn't crush on it very well, so it just ended up pulling through. So that was our technical difficulty. So this was our next and greatest idea is to put these little L brackets on there with nuts and bolts, something more tight. Also, the nut is a lock nut. That way it won't come off with vibrating on the car if the side skirt starts to vibrate or any vibrations that it feels. All right, guys, so right now we sort of kind of have the side skirt on here from the last two little river nuts that we had already in the car. So I got that up here so we can just line this up with our next drilling spot somewhere in there. There's a mark already on there, so that's where we're going to drill it. And yeah, so we're going to get to drilling. All right, guys, so we got the hole drilled, and then we have our rib nut right here, which is a 1024 thread pitch. But if you see, it doesn't want to fit all the way up in there, so we're gonna have to wallow the hole out just a little bit, just because I don't have exactly the right drill bit size. But we're just gonna wallow it out a little bit, and then once we put it in there, the pinch weld should help it. And when it pinches, when when this little thing smushes, it'll be perfectly fine. All right, guys, so the hole is all wallowed out now. That way the rib nut can fit in there firmly. So we're gonna push this in here like this. Perfect. Now we're going to squeeze it together, and that should be good right there. So we're going to undo this and unscrew it from the rib nut that we just placed into the pinch weld. Bada boom, bada bing, there it is, firmly in the car. So now this piece right here should be good to go to fit up and good to go. Alright, guys, so we have the other hole marked here just from our prior try and attempt. So we're going to go ahead and drill that one as well, get that put in, and then this side of the side skirt should be complete, or should be up anyways for now. We still got to put some Loctite on the nuts just so they don't work themselves out, hopefully. We don't have red Loctite, but we have blue Loctite, which is perfect because we may have to take these out and then, redo the process again, but that will be definitely at a later date. But let's go ahead and get this hole drilled. All right, guys, so we got the final rib nut in. Looks great. Hopefully it's going to sit down very well. It should be pretty solid up in there. So we're going to get that final bolt in there, and we're going to take a look at it. All right, guys, so the side skirt is on the car right now. Yes, we have a lime green King Wraps sticker on there. I got to get a new one made for that, but that'll be fine for now. It doesn't look too bad on the car. I like it. I like the way it looks. It gives it a little bit extra custom look. But that's going to wrap up the video for right now. Honestly, it just got very dark. As you can see around me, it got very dark. And I'm very hot and very sweaty. I've been on my back a lot. So I'm going to go get some food, go get some sleep. We're going to hit it bright and early in the morning. So see y'all in the morning. All right, what is up, guys? It's the next day here, and we've been dealing with a little bit of rain this morning, but nothing too serious, too hurtful. So the side skirt, looking at it in the daytime, the thing looks pretty slick. Definitely give the side of the Challenger a different look. Going with this, and then the diffuser and the louvers, I think it'll look pretty good. All right, so this morning I'm gonna go ahead and run to the local parts house here, go get the correct drill bit for these for the rib nuts, and definitely hopefully make this other side go a lot smoother, a lot easier. Now we still do have to take this back off, put Loctite on the bolts that are up underneath in the rib nuts, get those done with, put it back up there, put all this up there, the plastic pieces up there, get that all zipped up, tightened down, ready to roll on the road, clean it up because it's got a bunch of metal shavings and stuff just from drilling and stuff, and it's just dirty all in general. So we're going to try to clean that up as much as we can and get this thing taken care of. So let's go ahead and run to the parts house, and I'll get with y'all when I get back. All right, guys, so we got the side skirt off the car right now, put all the plastic pieces back on. As you can see here, all the plastic pieces are back on and secured down, so that's perfect. We ran into a little problem here. As you can see, it's very tight, and this one doesn't like to move a lot. So we'll just unscrew this from there, that'll hold it for now. And when we put the side skirt back on here, we'll do this one last, and boom, that'll be taken care of. Also, you can see right here we have that problem here, but we should be able to bend that up out of the way. This one's not as sturdy as the other one was, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then these other two right here shouldn't be a problem at all. So let's get this side skirt on. All right, guys, so we've got the side skirt bolted fully on, and it's stable. It's not going nowhere. Let's see, right where I bolted, right, it ain't going nowhere, guys. It's staying there. So the best part about, so I know it's kind of tucked up a little bit, which it gives it the little accent that it needs. It's hard to tell, right? But it gives it the little accent that it needs. But also, when you open the door, it's right, you see it right there's the side skirt, there's the edge of the plastic right there, so it's pretty flat with it. That way whenever you get out of the door, or whenever a passenger gets out your door, they won't hit it and won't crush it and break it, and then there it goes, there's money down the drain. But we're gonna move on to the other side. It might be the same as the other one, it might be the same as this one, I don't know yet, haven't looked at it, so let's go check it out. And if it's the same, we'll just we'll fast forward through a lot of stuff. All right, guys, so the final side skirt is on the car now for good. It is fully wrapped up and on there. Our gap here is about the same as the one right here, if not the same. Try to get as close as we could, but I think they look great. So we're about to drop it off and get it off these ramps, get back on ground level, see how it looks on a ground stance. And so let's drop it down real quick. All right, guys, so we dropped the car back down, and honestly, they look pretty good. I'm very impressed with them. Definitely changes the whole look of the car now that this is on here. I don't know what it is, but it makes it look totally different now. So I'm a big fan of them. So we have the side skirts are on, the diffuser is on, and the louvers are on. So for right now, I think that's we're gonna call it right there, unless we can get a few little sneaky items. But honestly, if you're gonna do this yourself, as you can tell, you're gonna get filthy. So don't be afraid of dirt, oil, or any kind of debris underneath your car, or metal shavings, because they get hot. Everything will get hot. But I think it's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell. I'm getting more active on YouTube now, so hit the notification bell to never miss an upload. And that's gonna be it, guys. This has been your boy TreadRipperz, and we're gonna tear out of here. So, riding the bike, doing tricks, all the fun stuff. And
so, where's Mark, your boss?
he's behind me at this point.
Okay.
Right before the crash, he's behind me. So I have the bike and I roll up to the little sissy, and I'm sitting next to her. So I hop off the bike, where I'm standing on one side of the bike, I'm holding on to the left handlebar of the bike with my left hand, and I'm holding on to the seat with my right hand, leaning the bike over.
And riding it.
Yeah, riding it.
Yeah.
And so I look back, and Mark is hauling butt to come catch me. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to beat him. So when I went to pull myself back on the bike, I pulled my left hand,
Which turned the steering wheel.
turned the steering wheel straight flat and flew me off. Then proceeded to flip and tumble a few times, and I tried to roll out of it, which I guess I kind of did because I'm not that scarred up.
Portion of it.
My palm here, back of my hand, that arm right here, the side of my face right here, my knee, and then this palm cut a little bit. But yeah.
So what you're saying is you laid with your face.
Oh, I definitely flipped over. I definitely made a full circle. So yeah, whenever I wrecked, when I flipped, I was trying to roll. When I flipped, I hit my cheek right here, and then kept flipping and kind of rolled back up with it. My glasses went flying. I don't even know if there's any. There's probably not any scuff marks on them where I hit, but. And then I got back up, rode the bike. I had a bunch of adrenaline pumping through my body. I was like, I'm good, I'm rolling. We're riding the bike back to the house. About 5 minutes afterwards, everything starts to hurt. And then,
How far were you when this happened from the house?
I don't know, maybe a mile.
Okay.
So I started riding, and all of a sudden, on my left side, on my eye, like out of my eye or whatever, everything just becomes super bright, and everything's just getting bright. My right eye's fine, but my left eye's just super bright. And so my vision is just messed up, so I'm just riding this bicycle, thinking, if I pass out right now, this is going to be 10 times worse. So I kept riding, got all the way back to the house, and we're almost back to the house when Sissy tells me, she's like, hey, do another one of those cool tricks. I said, I'm done with tricks. And just kept riding and pulled into the driveway, parked the bike, was done.
Okay, so look here. You're looking at built-in style and TreadRipperz right here. Father and son, I'm going to tell you what. If you're going to be stupid, you better be tough. Till next time, y'all stay safe. Remember, wear your bike helmets. Okay? And don't do tricks that you can't do anymore because you're not 12. Have a good weekend. Later.